Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Man, it's at these times when we have leaks about FC26 content, I get a little frustrated because we've got a new promo with Ratings Reload 2 coming out today with some, like we talked about yesterday, really good looking SBC content, but it's the new leaks, guys. The promo that's coming after this. Ultimate Scream, one of the favorite promos of old FIFAs that has not been around in a while, is coming back, and the card design and the hype because of the card design being posted is starting to build. It's making me wish that we could just skip straight to the good part, straight to the good promo of Ultimate Scream. Alas, we cannot. We've got Ratings Reload Team 2 coming today. We're going to take a look at the Ultimate Scream leaks and talk about that a bit, but also we're going to look at all the content we're expecting today on Friday, with SBCs being a big question mark. The end of an era is leaked, but is that coming out today? And the evolutions along with the market, guys. I'm worried about the market today because it's been 2 straight weekends with big market crashes with weekend league rewards, and I think people are going to be ready for it, which means we might need to sell, especially on time today. We're going to talk about it and more in today's video. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Welcome back to TFA Away Days. This is day 2, final day. We'll be back today for the stream on Friday for this promo Friday drop. But first, before we get into all that, let's look back at yesterday's quiet day of Thursday content, where it went pretty much as expected. We had a new player SBC, which was the last of the leaked Ratings Reload Team 1 SBC players. It's NWSL Bethune, 4-star, 5'3", center mid and cam. Some interesting stats, has the incisive, the technical base playstyles, playmaker plus, very cheap at like 26,000 coins, but not that exciting of an SBC for most people unless you're building an NWSL squad. The 82 or the 83 plus ×2 did refresh. I think that's one you want to get done, unless I missed that yesterday. I think that refreshed on Thursday. And then we also had marquee matchups, which gives a premium gold players pack, which I like those. So get in here, maybe some Liverpool, Man United players, probably a little expensive right now, small prime gold players packs as well. Get this one done over the course of the next week for at least a little bit of tradable pack juice for the club. Now, I want to go to objectives really quickly too, just because we had one of the final, not the final, but one of the final refreshes of the weekly XP or SP in here. So this is, I think, a lot of people, the last straw, the last kind of push that they needed for SP to get to that level 40. I'm almost there. Maybe even you were redeeming Pepsi codes yesterday. I think the Pepsi promotion thing where you can get a bottle of Pepsi Max and scan the QR code and get a code and then put it in on the website and get 1,000 SP and then also get a 80 plus pack or a player pick, one of the two. I'm going to save that, I think, for the next season, as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, but I know that that was happening yesterday as well for the very first time since that just started. Now, I think we should start from the beginning, guys, and take a look at what came out yesterday that I really wish was happening today. I know Ratings Reload 2 is coming today, and we do have some really good SBCs, but man, there's just a lot of nostalgia with Ultimate Scream, and it is officially coming back. EA teased it in the early launch update pitch notes. We kind of knew that it was coming at that point. But then you see this card design. You see, okay, not Suarez being leaked here. By the way, Suarez with the teeth is hilarious. I absolutely love that. But just the card design itself, just, the memories of one of the most marquee promos that I think people have wanted back in this game for a very long time. You've got the moon in the background. Like, the card design looks scary enough that it's like, okay, that's Ultimate Scream. But also at the same time, it's just like, holy, they cooked on that design 100%. The moon in the background, by the way, really reminds me of back in the day when the Scream cards would get different 99 stat boosts because of the moon changing when it was like in real life, like a new moon, or if it was a full moon, like every rotation they would change the stats on the players. If that's in the card design because they're going to be doing that again this time around, that would be crazy. But this is allegedly the next promo. That's what these leakers are saying. It would kind of make sense if it was the 31st of October, if this was when the promo dropped, but it could be a 2-week promo, which in the middle of it would be the 31st of October. So on that, we're just kind of waiting to see the final details on. But with that design and with this Doumbia design as well for the heroes, we're getting our first promo Heroes of the Year with Ultimate Scream. This is shaping up to be a masterpiece of a promo, super nostalgic. They've got so many players they could put into this, guys. Like, I know that it doesn't look like icons are going to be a part of it, but Toni Kroos and Zlatan were cards that had insane Ultimate Scream items in the past. Like, there was a bunch of you guys responding to my tweet today today, reposting one of the pictures in the leaks. And this Kevin Gamero card, how could you forget this card? And look at those stats. Like, those are not crazy stats, but that was a perfect RTG insane card, low budget beast from one of those ultimate scream teams from the past. Drop down in the comments your favorite ultimate scream card of ever. Mine would have to be maybe this Gamero or the Bernard. Remember the Everton Brazilian Bernard? He was a really good card as well. So I'm so excited for this Scream promo now. There's going to be a lot of hype for it. It kind of looks like this could be a promo. Remember how Foot Economist mentioned in the power curve how there's going to be the big marquee promos that kind of have like a step up boost in the power curve, like a noticeable one? Maybe this is going to be a promo where we start to see playstyle pluses added to almost every player on the promo team. Maybe that's a bit early. We'll have to see, but I'm wondering with the way this card design looks, and of course they know how hype Ultimate Scream is, I'm curious to know if that's going to come true. Now, let's get back into reality and look at the ratings reload team 2 that is coming today. Of course, we've already looked over this, but just for a reminder, it's a solid team. You've got De Bruyne, Messi, Yildiz up there at the top with Bunny Shaw, Doué, Soboslai, like solid squad, okay? Lenny Yoro looks good. Anthony looks really fun as well. Basha, Doomfries are going to be good. Crystal Dunn is going to be great for low budget. I would still say, in my humble opinion, that Team 1 is clear. Actually, I've got a couple objective packs that I think I'm going to open on the companion app here because I just rate all the cards in Team 1 personally. I have more hype for if I was lucky enough to pack a Son or a Romero or even a Olise or something like that. Kubarsi would be sick, in my opinion, compared to what we have in Team 2. No disrespect here, but if you got a favorite player in Team 2, of course we love Messi, right? But if you got a favorite player from Team 2, then good luck opening your packs today. Good luck opening rewards, of course, because these cards will be in Foot Champs rewards today. Now, the content that we're getting elsewhere is really the question. As we've seen, the Joao Pedro is leaked, and ASY tweeted yesterday that he was the Friday SBC. Now, I think this is possible that it's the Friday SBC because usually EA like to drop a player from the current promo on a promo Friday. So, like, if we were to get the big SBC leak, which we'll look at in a second, today, maybe they would drop this and another SBC. Maybe it's too early for that, though. This is my guess for what card we'll get today. Again, he needs to be cheap. Arda Güler set the bar so high that it feels like whatever this is priced at, unless it's 65,000 coins or below, it's probably just not going to be good enough, especially with the silver playstyles being what they are. But I would expect this today, unless we get a surprise release of the end of an era, Sergio Busquets, man. What an item. And finally we hear who the end of an era card is. I think EA did a cracking job here with the stat boost and with the Tiki Taka Plus on this Busquets card. I actually want to pull up his gold card really quick in game just to show the stat boost that we're getting here. We are getting, oh my gosh, look at that pace boost, bro. From 35 pace to 77. He's getting plus 19 shooting, plus 12 passing. He's going from 77 to 85 dribbling. He's going plus 11 defense and plus 10 physical. That's an all-timer Sergio Busquets card right there. You love to see it as probably like a DLP plus, maybe even a holding plus CDM. That's going to be a fantastic card. Obviously, the problem is going to be the links. Inter Miami in Spanish. Spanish will help him out a little bit. I've got Putellas in my team, so if I was able to get a Messi, that'd be very easy to link with some of the nationality links going on there. The one question I do have is, our end of an eras, I don't know if we've heard this, our end of an era is going to give the boosted chemistry like they did last year. Remember the Varane and the Alex Morgan that we had in the early game had boosted chemistry links? Unless that changed later on. I forget when that happened, but fingers crossed that these cards have boosted chem because we would really, really need that for the Sergio Busquets. Again, though, guys, this is a very hype SBC that could drop today. I think Joao Pedro would be who we get, but this Busquets would maybe drop during the weekend. Again, so many great SBCs that we have out right now. Now, with this, FIFA Trading Romania leaked that the play styles for this Busquets are going to be Incisive, Long Ball, Anticipate, Press Proven, and then, of course, the Tiki Taka Plus. And maybe he doesn't have as many playstyles as like Reinders does, but with 3 passing playstyles, including the Tiki Taka Plus and the Incisive, with the Anticipate and the Press, that's going to be a ridiculous card. One last thing they have to do right with this Busquets is get the stamina right, all right? We need the stamina to be boosted. Since he does not have Relentless, according to this, we gotta have a nice stamina boost there. EA, don't mess it up, pretty please. Now, also with this, of course, Messi, you've got Jordi Alba in form, you've got the MLS heroes like Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey, some of those guys. They are, of course, flying in price on the market. Messi, I believe, yesterday was like 9,000 coins, and now he's 11K. He's probably going to stay a bit inflated. I mean, also it helps because he's going out of packs, and he's in this promo team, and he's one of the only ways to link that Busquets card. I mean, he's not that expensive, so if you need to pick him up for Busquets, you can do that. But what we've seen recently with the out of packs cards is you want to sell into the hype. So before the SBC comes out, even if the SBC ends up being a great price, you probably just want to sell it in the hype. Even for the Jordi Alba card, 24,000 coins, 22,000 coins for him. I think it was 16 to 17K. Sell in the hype for that just to stay safe. And then if you need to buy somebody for your team later on after you do complete the SBC, worry about the price then. But that's what we've seen mostly with this market, is that the out of packs cards, they get hyped up, then they drop after whatever they got hyped up for happens, and then they can rise up back again later on after that, especially on the weekends, right? We see big price drops. Now, we'll get more into the market in a little bit again, but just to really quickly show the other SBC that's leaked, this is what we talked about yesterday, the Calafiori and the Dean Hyson player pick SBC/objective. Probably not today, probably during the weekend, but I mean, this is promo related, so there's a chance this could be today too. Again, I think it's Joao Pedro, that's my guess, but it could be this player pick. Both of those cards look really good, and we're on the lookout for that. So that's the SBC situation for today. I want to go to evolutions as well, because we have 2 leaked Evos to discuss. I really don't know about the Evo situation today, guys. I've got a guess, but I want to talk about it a little bit more. First of all, I want to check, are there any Evos that are expiring that I have not completed? The cam upgrade, you do have to get by tomorrow. Are there any rewards? Because sometimes, guys, I forget that these reward Evos expire. Sometimes it's worth just scrolling through. I like that EA added the little orange timer thing for when they're about to go away. Looks like none of them are. So just kind of check your Evos, especially on a promo Friday. Sometimes we get big Evos on weekends, and then you forget, they fall away to the wayside, and then you forget that they're going away. But the Evo that I want to talk about, this is the first leak right now. We have a max 82 right back evolution that is set to come to Ultimate Team, and Foot Police says that it should be Friday, should be today. Stats upgrade, fullback role must not be a silver icon. And he showed Jed Spence and Asensio here. I believe Jed Spence's price went crazy for this. Guys, what I think this Evo is the exact same Evo that we just had a couple of days ago for the left backs, except on the right side. In my opinion, that's what this is. I would sell all of your right backs that are up in value into the hype. I could be wrong in this, and this could be a good Evo, but he said it was free. Did he say it was free? He did not. He said should be Friday, stats upgrade fullback role. I mean, that's exactly what this gives. So my guess is sell all those into the hype, and it still could be a good evolution. If it's max 82, is Frimpong an 83? Just take a look at some of the other max 82 rare right backs if you want to try to make a bit of a trade today. If they're not inflated already, there could be some that rise today into the hype. I think Frimpong's an 83, isn't he? Yeah, Frimpong's an 83, so that wouldn't work. But I think this is the free Evo that we would be getting today, guys, the free one. Now, the other Evo that I think we're going to be getting, and this wouldn't be for everybody, this is only if you're a club member, is I honestly think this Jamal Musiala Evo is going to drop today. This is the one that EA tweeted out on Wednesday, I think it was, saying that if you played FC25 and FC26 by November 1st, you get the Jamal Musiala Flawless Footwork Evolution that gives 5-star skills and technical plus. Now, again, this kind of feels like, you know, I don't know, it kind of feels mean in a sense because not everybody's going to get this Evo because not everybody is a club member. So could there be more than just this as well? Yes, but if they were tweeting this out a couple days before a Friday, and I don't remember when the Hey Jude evolution came out last year. I have to go take a look back in time to check on that. But I would have to imagine that this Evo does come out today. I'm guessing it would be max 83, max 82 rated, center attacking mid position, maybe a couple of stat limits in there. You could have a nice Evo out of this. You really could. And I could probably see center attacking mids, if the stat boost on this is good, maybe taking a bit of a hit again in price. I know that we have the Artigula, right? And that really made cams drop last week. But I would just be a little bit careful with that one. So my guess is that we get this Evo today and we get the right back Evo. Again, this would probably show up in the rewards section of evolutions though. Just to be clear, it may seem like a quiet day for normal Evos. if this shows up in the rewards section. So just kind of watch out for that one, because I think that's on the docket for today. And the last thing to mention really quickly is this Grealish World Tour card. He could be an SBC that comes out during the next week, or he can honestly be an objective card dropping today too. There's probably going to be a few other leaks today on Friday as we head into the content drop of like what other objective cards we're going to be getting, because of course if you go in the campaign section, I believe Leandro Paredes and Matias Sule, either one of these or both of these is going to expire. And make sure if you need to get the SP from either of these guys, you make sure and get that one done as well. So that's the content that's coming today. I think that's about it. We've covered it all. I don't think there's any live events that are starting today. We've got the big silver tournament that's starting on Sunday, guys, the competitive one. The warm-up, which I still have to finish, is still out right now, and I even have to finish the gauntlet today too. But the World Tour Silver Superstars League does start this weekend, so that's something we really have to keep in mind, because that's there. Really, other than that, though, we want to talk about the market. I want to talk about the market, because yesterday with Division Rivals Rewards, which I opened up my 75 by 10, I got nothing crazy. Maybe I'll try to open these packs really quick as we talk about the market and see if I can get anything. But the market did not rise really well yesterday at all. And that was kind of what we talked about in the video, kind of what we expected. But still, when you see that, it's kind of like, oof, not the greatest. Even the Ratings Reload Team 2 cards, if we quick scroll over to Footman and look at the prices of these, Olise is still 270,000 coins. Alvarez, I actually bought one of him for 640K, just going for a hopeful quick trade. And he's 678 right now. So I think I will be able to make some profit off of that. But most of these cards have stayed at the same price, or maybe down a little bit. And if you look at the rest of the market too, not just fodder, but you look at like Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, most stuff is just kind of staying in its same range, and it's not going up that much. Now, sure, there was a few cards that did move yesterday, but for the most part, the meta market's pretty flat. After the big rise that we had, after the big panic on Monday, we had that rise on Tuesday and Wednesday, which was nice. Here's what I think about the market today, guys. We need to sell during the bubble, and I don't even feel like there's going to be that much of a bubble. Everybody knows now this is the third weekend of Foot Champs, and there has been panic selling and crazy price drop-offs from Friday night to Saturday to Sunday for the last 3 weeks in this game. And I think everybody knows it now, and everybody's aware of it, and that means that Friday night bubble is probably going to be smaller and not last as long, and you got to sell a little bit earlier to get ahead of everybody else selling, in my opinion. Maybe today you just sell early before content and you just say, you know what, I'm going to rock with an untradeable side, or I'm going to use this team to start off weekend league, or whatever it may be. But just, I think we got to be even extra cautious with the market today based on how things have gone the past couple of weeks, and given the fact that we still have some really good SBCs that are out there that are leaked. Now, I'm not saying that some of these players from Ratings Reload Team 1 would be bad buys, because I think there could be some good fluctuation trades today. Maybe this Olise at 270K is a buy, and maybe he goes up to 300 today because he is rare and he's very popular. But again, the flip side of this would be the way the market has been looking, you probably just don't want to hold on to cards. I'm even talking about the popular ones, like players people are buying for their teams, like Tijani Reinders, 95,000 coins. 94,000 coins, right? He's been around 90 to 100K since Wednesday. You know, if he goes to 100 tonight after the content drop, make sure you sell it and just be safe. That's the way that I would describe the market, is just be safe. And speaking of fodder, since I started to open that page, let's go back there for one last bit of market discussion. Fodder prices are also kind of flat, maybe down a little, right? 87s are 10, 86s are 7 or 6.9, and 88s are 13. I still think fodder has potential. A lot of SBCs, maybe even more SBCs next week with big movements ahead on fodder. But at the same time, I think if I want to make an investment and advise an investment in fodder, I want to see some of it drop. If we get Joao Pedro today and that's it, but we have Busquets upcoming, and we have that Dean Hyson and Cauliflower, I call him, player pick coming up soon, I think we could invest in fodder on the weekend, but I would want to see it drop. I would want to see it drop some more before we do that. So maybe I'm taking a little bit more of a cautious look at the market today. I will be trading as we're on the stream. So if you want to watch the market live and see how things go, you can absolutely come to the stream. If content's going to be maybe a little lackluster feeling today, we still could have some good bounces and we still could see some prices go up. But I don't think it's going to be that insane. That's why I'm feeling a little more cautious with it. And especially after last weekend, I would rather advise you guys to be cautious with things as well. Let's open these packs real fast to end off the video here today. Two of them are pretty good. And I think we could potentially get a walkout in the woods. Here we go. 83 plus times 3. Who's it going to be? Nah, center back. French? Liga? Marseille. Pavard with the Jockey Plus. That would have been nice to be like an informed Pavard from earlier on the year. Chevalier. Very OP, low-level keeper. Very OP. Okay, last one here is an 82 plus times 7. If I'm not mistaken, this might be the exact same pack that I got Puteus out of earlier in the week. Here we go. Can we see the tunnel? We do not see the tunnel. All right, center mid, Argentine, MLS. Bro, that's not Messi, but Rodrigo De Paul, yeah. Yo, that's good luck for tomorrow, or for today. That's very good luck for the Messi coming in packs today. We've got his bodyguard in the club. That means he is safe and welcomed to be packed for our club as well. Ooh, Duke Davies and an A.O. Perez. Sign me up. All right, hey, Messi, come to the club today, bro. I'll get a couple more packs. We'll open them after content. I wanted to try to open those packs just for the outside chance of getting a Hyunmin Son, because you never know, right? You never know at all. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. Check in on the stream today here on YouTube and, of course, on Twitch as well. We'll be around the content time. Try to catch in. We'll be driving home from being up here, but we'll be trying to tap in right before the content drop today on Friday. Hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll be talking about the market today on the stream. Good luck with your foot champs, all the good stuff, and I will see you guys in the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great, guys. Peace.